Pisces, welcome to your end of May tarot reading. All right, let's get right into this. And do remember to look at the playlist for your sign to see if there's any additional messages in there for you. These readings truly are timeless, but there we go. Let's just get right into it. All right. Okay. Hello. Love. We have 18 and love, the energy of love. Okay, take it, Pisces. Looking good so far. Oh my gosh, look what just immediately popped out. I've already pre-shuffled these, but now we have 33 and the door to romance. Oh my, look at all these hearts. I hope something, it's like, it's starting out really good, but you know what's going to happen. Well, I don't know. I mean, something could come in and say, wait a minute. But I mean, so far this is looking good. I'm cautiously optimistic, okay? I'm optimistic. I don't think I've ever seen those two cards come up like that before. So we have dreamer. Oh, maybe you're dreaming about love, or maybe you're in love with love. I don't know. But we have your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. And you know, I think the whole purpose and meaning of life is love. Yeah, I think it's all about love. I saw that one. Let's see. Let's get this one. You know what? I feel like drawing one more, so we're going to do one more. And I'm going to grab this one and this one. Okay, now we're ready. Let's do your recent past. All right, let's see. What is going on with Pisces? What's with this love? Maybe you're opening your heart because we see this cage here. Maybe you're dreaming about it, possibly. And yeah, there's a key. I see the key floating there. So it could be that you're opening your heart to romance once again. Maybe you've had it under lock and key, you know, for good reason. But it's okay to wait for the right person. So many people, they just can't be single. They're serial daters, you know. Ooh, we have Leo here with the strength card. I hope my camera is auto-focusing correctly. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Woo! Oh, now we have the moon. That's okay. That's you, Pisces. So you're showing up here right out of the gate. That may be all that means. But look at this. We have facing fears and we have fears here. You know, if we were to look at it like that. But there's a brand new opportunity here. This one popped out like this. Oh my gosh, both of these came out. I'm going to take them together. All right. So crossing strength, we have the Eight of Wands and the Fool energy. It's Aquarius. Oh my goodness. And now, oh my God, two again. You know, I'm going to take them together. We have the Hanged Man and the Six of Wands. This has been happening a bit more frequently lately, and it's kind of bizarre. And it's either in the underneath energy or the top. So something is coming in pairs. 2 by 2. What is coming in pairs? There's a message there. And 10 of Swords. Okay, wow. Man, this recent past is blowing my marbles, my brain. Okay. Inner strength. Nice. This is calming any negative interjects, taming the beast within, your shadow side, all that sort of things. And really kind of nurturing yourself, not beating yourself up, right? And that is being crossed by momentum, maybe messages, speed. You know, this is a card of Mercury. It's, you know, right? Yes, I'm right. I don't know. Sometimes I'm weird. But that's why we have messages with this and things speeding up because your mind and your thoughts, I know this is Eight of Wands, it's passion, it's fire, but your thoughts are extraordinarily fast. And then we have the Fool. You know, we have Aquarius. We have more air energy. This is taking a leap of faith um, on something, letting the past go and moving forward, brand new. So this really combined is a very beautiful energy. This inner strength here. It's really, it's soft. You know, it's not a harsh power card. It's being gentle with yourself. You know, and whatever happened, you took a leap of faith towards something. Maybe it had something to do with these messages. You know, something presented itself to you and you just snatched it up just like that. It could have something to do with this new passionate beginning in something. This is, you know, could be divine inspiration, because that's what our wands are. Inspiration is in spirit. But we do have the passion here and seeing things from a different perspective. So this is you again. We have two of your major arcana jumping out here. And it might just be pointing to the fact that this is possibly something you wanted, something you really desired. Because we have desire here. And maybe that's why you're showing up here. Maybe I think you asked for it. You wanted to be shown the way, because this is a card of wanting enlightenment or gaining enlightenment in some affair or business. Now, I think it's really curious that this Six of Wands shows a marriage. It almost gives me a Four of Wands feel. But the Six of Wands, Leo again, so we have Leo there. Got a lot of fire here, Pisces. A lot of passion. This is success, winning, you know, accolades, recognition, promotions, all those things. But I think, um, you know, outside of that realm, I get the feeling of great inner happiness and success. Celebration is what I'm getting here. Overseeing this opportunity, you were able to see it for what it was. You may not have been able to had you not done the work with that inner strength card. You may not have been able to see it, to be quite honest. You know, so we got a lot. There's a lot going on here, you guys, with all these extra cards. And oh my goodness. Oh, okay. And so by facing your fears, Pisces, and by going into that great unknown, into the darkness, facing your fears, possibly with that strength card, taking a chance on love, you ended your suffering. That's what I feel with this, because we have the Ten of Swords, the end of suffering. You know, and it very well could be that, you know, you could have ended your suffering a lot sooner, you know, but I think this was, you know, divine intervention with this Ace of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that is just really, that's what I'm getting. You know, facing your fears ended your suffering. Because a lot of times we get in these comfort zones, we don't challenge ourselves, and we don't really go for what we want. There might have been some fear around love, romance, or your dreams. Some of you may have even married this person. We have that Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands. All right, this is popping out for you. In the current energy, we have the Eight of Cups. And that's been coming out for a lot of people too. Just really being firm, I think, with what you don't want, and just not letting those types of energies be around you in whatever form it comes. There's just no time for it. Whew. This has been coming out for a lot of people. We are still in the month of May, and we have the Empress. For some of you, that could be, you know, child, children, mother energy here. Knight of Swords. That is Gemini energy. All right, let's see what's crossing here. So it looks like there was something, you know, something passionate you took a leap of faith towards. that really ended some kind of dark period in your life, is what I'm seeing. Maybe you were alone, something like that. But it was transformative, letting things end. Ah, Queen of Cups. That is Cancer energy. Three, there's that celebration. I know I was feeling it. Three of Cups. Now we have that water coming in. Knight of Wands. More fire. Okay. This makes sense to me. Seeing the Eight of Cups here crossed by the Queen of Cups, it makes a lot of sense to me. Makes a lot of sense. And yeah, it's clear. I want to make sure my camera is focusing correctly. So the Queen of Cups, we know all queens are reflective. They have their base energy, that is water, that's emotions, and then combined with the suit. And so we have water and water. All queens are reflective of the past. And this is kind of in your past energy because you've walked away from a lot of things that just weren't fulfilling anymore. And by doing that, you gained all these beautiful pearls of wisdom, things that make you who you are today, stronger in your emotions, more understanding of yourself and others, more empathetic, more caring, more giving, more nurturing. And I think you're holding like a toast to yourself for having the courage, with that strength card, to take a chance on love, real love, but also to let other things go, that might masquerade as love or things that you have grown out of. It takes a lot of courage to do that. And we see that here, in your recent past. We have in the center, in the heart of your reading, the Empress, Taurus energy, really beautiful. All the queens, and I was about to say all the mothers combined. That's kind of what it is. This is earthly, earth mother energy. You can make your dreams a reality with this card because she's really pregnant all the time. In every card, she's pregnant with ideas. She never stops creating. That is the energy with this, and that's why we see the like fire in her hands. And it's a wonderful energy to be in, whether if you're and very fertile and abundant. So if you want kids and you're fertile myrtle, or even if you don't, be careful, because that is showing up here. But for the most part, this is saying that you are in a very receptive qualities to create your abundance here on this planet. And she's being crossed by celebration and the community as well. So, this is social gatherings, celebration. You might be having a party, something celebrated with you, because we do have that Six of Wands as well, which is a celebration. You might be welcoming a child. This could be a, what do you call it, baby shower, is what I'm getting. Or just maybe something being celebrated. A lot of abundance here is what I'm feeling. A lot of good times, a lot of happiness. So I mean, that looks really, really good. I'm not seeing who your love interest is yet, but maybe it's here. So we have two knights. Okay, one is fire and air, and the other one's fire and fire. We have the swords, which is, truth, knowledge, air, communication, and then we have our passionate explorer over here with the Sagittarius energy. It could be that you could have, now these are court cards, so they do represent people. Now, couple of things. It could represent people coming towards you. You might have someone that is a bit more, the swords are not as emotional. Not really. This would be somebody rushing in pretty fast. They might be a little pushy, might be a little reckless. With this energy, almost feel like a James Dean quality for some reason. I don't know why that's coming out. Maybe it's significant to someone. Maybe the name James or Dean. I don't know. But this energy comes in quick and fast. Now, this one is also fast. We have the Knight of Wands. This one can be a little harder to pin down. I can say that because I'm a Sagittarius sun and moon. This is a Sagittarius, very explorative, wanting to see the world, sowing them wild oats, probably not ready to settle down. Knights, generally, I don't think they're ready to settle down, but they would be exciting. This could represent friends in your life that are wanting to go places and do things with you. It could be, many different things. So I'm not feeling, Pisces, I'm not feeling your energy here. I feel like these are people that you are dealing with right now. That's what I'm getting with those two cards. So possible romance with one or both of those. I don't know. Depends on your situation there. Which would be the better match for you? Only you would know. All right. Let's see what we have for future energy. Wow, that first row just really popped out. It had so much to say. Ooh, all right, we have the Chariot, more Cancer energy, Five of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. All right, let's see what's crossing. Okay, this is crazy. Three cards just came out, so I am doing this. That's what I feel it's wanting me to do. Spirit message. I'm just going to do what I'm feeling I need to do. Okay, so we have the Chariot crossed by the Ace of Wands. Yet again, you have it twice in your reading, the Ace of Wands. Passionate new beginning. Okay, so it's kind of interesting you had it in your recent past, and now you have it again in your future energy. Now, I'm getting a couple different messages here. For some of you, you took a chance on love in the past, and possibly with that Ten of Swords, it didn't work out. I'm just going to say that because we have leaving things behind here, growing in maturity, celebrating your just being your Empress self, whether you're male or female, just celebrating your divinity, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine. And then we have possible dating here, kind of testing the waters again. And now we have another new beginning. This is kind of how I'm feeling with this reading. So, this is you having a focus and a goal. This is you taking the reins and actively pursuing a passionate new beginning in something. Out with the old, in with the new. Maybe dating different types of people, that you wouldn't normally date, something like that. This is like inspiring you right here. This Ace of Wands, you're really following your passions right now, Pisces. Very deliberately, too. And whatever those passions are, you know. So, this is peculiar, isn't it? We have the Five of Cups and the Three of Wands. And we see the Three of Wands again. So you have repeating cards. You have the Ace twice. You got the Three of Wands twice. I think there's this searching and searching and searching, but not giving up. So here we see the Five of Cups. I almost wanted to say again, because I feel like it's a loss, grief, regret, something like that over something ending yet again, something just not working out, in those emotions. But I don't feel like you let get you down for too long, because I think you're on to the next thing. You're like, okay, where's the next opportunity? You're kind of scouting and looking ahead. Okay, where is it? Okay, which way do I need to go? I, I think kind of with that same Eight of Cups energy, if something's not working out, it depends on how much you maybe had hopes for that situation or that person. But I get the feeling you're bouncing back pretty quickly and just moving on, looking for the right one, the right one. That's what I'm feeling with this. So I just heard, you got to kiss a few frogs. And now look, now look. So the Three of Wands, again, being open, looking for expansion. I feel like if you're not actively dating, this energy is there to let you know that if you're wanting a connection, you have to put in the effort. The Three of Wands. Wands are kind of action, it's fiery. And so if you want this in your life, you have to put yourself out there. And I feel like you are. I feel like you are. And I don't think you're going to stop looking until you find the right one. This is the Knight of Cups. I don't think the Knight of Swords was right. I don't think the Knight of Wands was right. It makes me think of Monty Python when she had those guys lined up and she was like, no, 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 yes. If anybody knows that reference and what it's about. But anyway, I, it's like you're going through the line, trying to like this one, this one, this one. I think you realize that there's opportunity all around you, and that's the Three of Wands. That opportunity is out there. If you're looking for it, you can find it if you're looking for it. And lo and behold, this is about, Three of Wands is kind of a card of waiting. It's not kind of, it is waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your efforts to kind of pay off, to come to you. And I think they say that when you stop looking for something, that's when you find it. But I I feel like you're open to this, and I think you are actually putting yourself out there online or in social gatherings, letting people know that you are interested, that you are available, you know. Um, and I think because you're looking, you're scouting for it, it looks like it's coming in. This is an offer, a genuine offer of emotions, probably small at first, just barely tiptoeing in the water there. This could be your approach as well, to just, instead of rushing in, because we do have, kind of rushing into things here with both these knights. All knights are kind of rushing except for the Knight of Pentacles. But there's a lot of passionate rushing energy here. That could be you really wanting a relationship so badly that you might be going too fast for some people, and that would be another reason why the Five of Cups might happen. But then you dust yourself off and you're out there again, searching, looking for the one. you know I really do get a feeling that this is an offer coming into you, though, in the future. I think you just need to stay open with that Three of Wands. Oh my goodness. It's really interesting that we had the Three of Wands come out so quickly right here, right next to each other. I'm thinking that, see, the fire is quick, air is quick. I'm getting the feeling that you're going to find this. I really do. I feel like it's coming in for you. Yeah, I do feel that. I don't know what else to say there. That's what it feels like. All right, let's see what the bonus is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Happy love. Are you kidding me? When these cards, and I pick them randomly from over there, when they have the same words, keywords that match up, I know, it means business. That's why this is showing up that way. A joyful, stable partnership and good friends. So the one is coming. The knight in shining armor. I know it sounds silly. Watch that movie, Serendipity, John Cusack. God, this is such a good movie. Such a good movie. Oh my gosh. Look, it's more hearts. Oh my gosh. I'm like screaming into the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm just like, what? So we have unity, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope. You radiate and attract great love. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm feeling here. You are in this Queen of Cups feeling. You're radiating, especially with that Empress energy. Very attractive, very sensual, you know? And I think that's why you're probably getting a lot of attention right now. But you want the right one. You don't want the ones like the Knight of Wands, hard to pin down. They're kind of in and out, you know. You want someone who's going to stay around, right? We have Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. There could that could be that kind of competition there, you know, someone jealous of, you know, how attractive you are and how much attention you get. Don't worry about them though. Uh-oh. Oh, there's more than okay. Broken ring, parting in the ways, either in romance or business. I feel that up here and down here. I feel like you've probably been through a lot of dating. I'm not saying like sleeping around or anything like that, but I think you've had a lot of maybe small heartbreaks or disappointments in the love arena. You know, we've all been there. But you don't give up. That's the thing. You don't give up. Leg, stepping into a new experience. I think I said something like that at some point here. Doing something new. Yeah. I'm not sure what that is, but it's there. And now we have Inkpot. Problems to be resolved. So I'm not seeing any um, mega problems here. It could be that person or two that's jealous of you. I just wouldn't worry about them. They can be whatever they want to be. You just focus on you and your happiness. Wow. Interesting reading, Pisces. Whew. All right. Let's see what the Stoic Wisdom has for you. And I want to pull, since we have all this love, we've got to do a romance angel. Here we are. I think I cut him. I don't know. I'm discombobulated. Epictetus, you are but an impression and not at all what you appear to be. Oh boy. Assent to impressions. Practice no assumptions for an entire day, directly asking others for accurate information. Assumptions cloud our vision like morning fog. Direct questions clear the air, revealing truth that often differs from our initial impressions. This practice builds bridges of understanding where walls of assumption once stood. And you know what, Sam Jackson says about assumptions. Make an ass out of you and umption. So this one popped out already, but I want to pull another one. I barely even started shuffling. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I think that's what right there, you may have gotten passionately involved with someone who did not stick around, is what I'm feeling with those two energies. But you do have a more positive one coming in. What? We have it again. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You are attracting. Look at there. It says, you radiate and attract great love. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's what you're doing. And obviously some people are probably going to be jealous of you for it, but I wouldn't worry about them at all. Wow. So that's part of that Empress too. You're very attractive right now. And I think you are going to attract this, a knight in shining armor. I hate to say that. I know it's not that I hate to say it. It's just like it sounds kind of, corny, but I feel like that's what's happening here, Pisces. Wow. Okay. Very cool. Very sweet reading. I hope this helped some of you, maybe give you some confirmation, some hope for the future. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.